Quick video on how to remove the overhead console from a Jeep Grand Cherokee year range 2005 to 2010. This also applies to Chrysler 300 and Dodge Charger of the same year range. Lots of complaints about this sunglass holder. There's a piece up here that can break that will prevent this from opening and closing effectively. Talk about that in a minute. Essentially, there are 3 clips that hold this console into the roof and the headliner. Basically, just by hooking your fingers into this lip on several areas here and pulling straight down will release this console from the roof. Once you pop the console down, you can see that there are 3 clips that hold it in place. 1, 2, and 3. Pressure applied evenly as you pull it down will release those from the plastic up in the headliner. To disconnect the overhead console, there are 3 cables, assuming you have the HomeLink and sunroof options. If you do not have those options, this will not apply, but 1 cable here depressing this tab on the top may require a screwdriver down here to kind of push this through. This wire here, there is a tab down in this spot and it will pull up, and then the 3rd one is over on the side. There's a tab underneath. If you squeeze, that will release. If you are replacing the overhead console, just a couple of quick notes here for reference. The first being in regards to the HomeLink options for garage door openers. So if you are swapping this out from, say, a scrapyard, replacing the overhead console, which is what I'm doing, you can actually remove 3 of these Torx bit screws, 1, 2, and 3. There's also a couple of tabs here, 1, 2, and 3. This top cover will come off, exposing the circuit board. This does contain the memory for your HomeLink. You can remove and swap this from your old console to your new one. Putting it back in should just go ahead and work as it was previously. One of the common complaints about this, as I mentioned, was the sunglass holder. You can see here on the side, this kind of circle spoke, or axle I should say, for this thing. Can't entirely do this with one hand, but this is supposed to fit down inside like that. And there should be a plastic piece that comes across here to hold that shaft in place while the door pivots. This plastic piece apparently breaks commonly. I've seen some people say that you can wedge something in there, a zip tie or other things perhaps to hold that in place. Additionally, if you're needing to swap out bulbs, these are located here, the plastic covers. You can see hinge points here and here. Taking a screwdriver on the hinge point side and gently prying up on those edges will release that, and then the plastic cover can slide back and out of the way. There are some metal clips not shown here in the video that kind of cover the light to redirect it. Those pop out by pressing a little tab here on the side, and those just lift out of the way.